Good day, Pinoy Clixers and Mixers. Welcome back to the channel. Asgardians, assemble. Let's go! Okay, so we have here the Marvel Heroclix Bifrost box set, a limited edition exclusive figures from WizKids. Okay, and you can see here on the front of the box that it contains 4 pre-painted collectible miniature game pieces, promo figures, specifically Loki, Thor, Odin, and Heimdall. Okay, so on the side we see the sculpt for Loki and Heimdall, and on the other side Thor and Odin. And at the back we see the same illustration. Okay, so this particular box set was one of the items I won in Heroclix for Huntington bidding. Okay, so I was able to get it for a good price, I think. So we're happy to get this, as we can probably use it for our Asgardian team. Okay, and there we have it. We have our characters. Okay, so really interesting. This one contains 4 figures that are well sculpted, which is usually the case for promo figures. I don't think any one of them is that meta, but the sculpt alone and the thematic aspect of it is really makes it worthy to get this one. Okay, even though I'm not a collector of Asgardians. Okay, so they are standing on the Bifrost. Okay, so you can see here Thor standing on an orange part of the Bifrost, and then we have here Heimdall standing on the blue. Okay, and these are really tall figures. Okay, that makes them tall because they're standing on those Bifrost, how do we call it, rays. Then we have here Loki. Okay, dynamic pose as well for the god of mischief. And of course, the All-Father Odin. Okay, so it looks like a fat version of Odin. This reminds me of Robert Baratheon from the Game of Thrones. Okay, with the horn and all. Okay, so anyway, let's take a quick look at the cards of the figures. Okay, and I like it that the cards are colored. Okay, so aesthetic is nice. And let's start off with the first one, which is Thor. Okay, so you can see the sculpt here. As I said, very dynamic power pose from Thor, and he is MVP 24-015, has the Avengers team ability and Asgardians, Avengers, Deity, Herald, Mystical Ruler, Warrior keywords. Those are great keywords, especially Warrior, because again, that makes it he can get the the long sword for free, and of course, as an Asgardian, you can also equip Mjolnir for free. Okay, so he has a trait which is Journey to Midgard, Willpower. When Thor uses it and succeeds after resolutions, you may place him into an unoccupied square within range with any friendly rainbow terrain marker. If you do, remove all rainbow terrain markers from his square. And then when Thor is given a move action and hits after resolutions, generate a rainbow hindering terrain marker. Okay, so I saw a similar trait in the X-Men First Appearance, that when you have a successful willpower, it does something. Okay, so I guess this is a continuation of that particular trend. Okay, so but you need to produce first the rainbow terrain marker. He does have improved movement blocking. Okay, so and comes in at 150 and 100 points. 150 grants hypersonic with 2 snap clicks, and then 100 points starts off with a charge super strength. Okay, really interesting. He also have a second trait, which is Bifrost to me. When Thor makes an attack, you may remove any number of any friendly rainbow terrain markers that he occupies or is adjacent to. If you do, modify damage +1 for each removed rainbow terrain marker for that attack. Okay, that's very interesting because again, you're targeting two, so you can distribute the range damage, which is penetrating at 150 points, or you can improve the damage of 4 exploit, distribute it across 2 targets. Okay, interesting. Okay, and stop click for the special defense power. Defend invincible worthy is the name of the special defense power. Okay, so 19 defense is nothing to neglect in today's game. Second character is Odin. Okay, so MVP 24-16, cosmic team ability, Asgardian deity, mystical past ruler and warrior. Again, great keywords. Long live the king is the first trait. Okay, let's take a look at the sculpt. Okay, so he's casually sitting on the on the rainbow bridge. Leadership perplexed, as I said, when Odin rolls a single d6 and the result is 5 to 6. After resolutions, you will generate a rainbow hindering terrain marker within range and line of fire. So that's one way for you to generate on a leadership, or perhaps a senses or impervious. When Odin is KO'd, you may choose another friendly character with Asgardian keyword. This game, that character can use this trait. Okay, so he passes down the trait as, I guess, a way to inherit the king power. Okay, improve targeting, hindering. Starts off with running shot at the 250 points line, and at 75 points line is charge blades 19 and exploit weakness at 3. Okay, also the second trait, the All Father, which is empower and enhancement. Friendly characters occupying any rainbow terrain marker have safeguard outwit. Ooh, so that's really strong. Granting others like cosmic as well. Yeah, so very nice for Odin to be able to have that. Odin Borson is the full name of Odin. So Thor is Thor Odinson. So Odin's father is Bor. The second to the last rather, and third is Heimdall, not this one, the other one. Heimdall MVP 24-14, Asgardian Herald, deity and warrior keywords. Okay. Guardian of the Bifrost. Okay, he is the custodian of the Bifrost, and the sculpt here you can see very nice. I think the sword acts as a key for him to access the Bifrost. Probability control, but Heimdall can use it regardless of line of fire. Okay, so even behind blocking. When Heimdall uses it, he may count range from any friendly rainbow terrain marker. Power, generate a rainbow hindering terrain marker into any unoccupied square on the map. Okay, so Heimdall is the way to go to generate the rainbow marker anywhere on the map. Okay, unoccupied square on the map. So 100 points or 50 points. Probably use him at 50 points just to generate that particular rainbow terrain marker, but the 100 points is also enticing because it gives you 5 additional clicks. Okay. A second trait is that you can eat rainbow bridge. Super strength. When Heimdall uses any rainbow terrain marker to take a terrain action, modify his attack +1 and increase the damage dealt by +1. Okay, so I'm not so sure whether he means people can eat the rainbow bridge or the rainbow bridge eats or attacks some creatures. And a special attack power, but you shall not cross it. Ooh, so it follows. You can eat rainbow bridge, but you shall not cross it. Okay, just like what you call this, Gandalf, you shall not pass. Quick! When Heimdall uses it, he may target opposing characters occupying or adjacent to any friendly rainbow terrain marker regardless of adjacency. Okay, Heimdall, no last name, is that character. He's the tallest, I think, from the set. And the last one, the God of Mischief, our favorite Loki, MVP 24-018, Asgardian Young Avengers. Deity, Herald, and mystical keywords. Sneaking into Midgard is the trait. Willpower, when Loki uses it and succeeds, you may generate a rainbow hindering terrain marker. Pretty straightforward. Improve targeting character, 100 or 75 points. And he has that second trait, which is over the rainbow. When Loki rolls a single d6, after rolling, you may remove any number of friendly rainbow terrain markers that he occupies or is adjacent to. If you do, increase the result by +1 for each terrain marker removed this way, so granting him more chances to roll higher d6. And a special damage power, all my excess in the Nexus. Outwit and shape change. So that's very much Loki. When Loki uses it and succeeds after resolutions, you may place a friendly character that shares a keyword with him into a square adjacent to him. Okay, interesting. So he pulls character back during your opponent's turn. Okay, Loki, Lo-Fei's son is the real name. So his father is Lo-Fei. So anyway, can't wait to try out this particular box set. Again, I had a great deal with it. So let's test out and build some teams. But I'd like to hear from you guys. Do you have this particular box set, and perhaps any recommendations on what to build around the figures? All I'm thinking about is we need the goats. We need the goats. Any Asgardian need the goats. Okay. So, but again, I want to hear from you. So go ahead and do so. And for now, bye bye.